What's up, everybody? How's it going? We are here. We are ready. We are going to watch Raw. We're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to talk about whether or not Roman Reigns is going to show up tonight on Raw, and whether or not we'll talk about some other stuff. Stuff that the revival. I had somebody talk to me, ask me questions about, well, not ask me questions about revival, but I got into a conversation with people about the revival. What I know. So with that being said, I'm going to introduce my co-host, of course, Heather.
Hi.
Bobbit, Trek, and Ronnie. How are you all doing today?
Good, man.
I'm good. Dealing with some sinus issues.
Yeah, I think Heather woke up with a sinus headache.
Major sinus headache out of nowhere.
Yep.
I am doing peachier than a peach pie on a peachy day.
Right. So yeah. What news is out there? I haven't really been. I had to work this weekend, so I haven't really been paying attention. I mean, there's a little bit of news out there as far as wrestling goes. So
I put it in the chat earlier. I mean, what's the over/under on Roman actually?
what's the? I think he's showing up. I think he's showing up tonight, and I think it's gonna turn into an authority-based feud. I think. I just ultimately think that's. I think that's what they're doing. I can see them doing that. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think that's what they're doing. Is he going to be in 2 matches? No, I don't think so. I would hope not, because they already have 2 people in, or 1 person in 2 matches. I don't want to see 2 people in 2 matches.
Right.
That is oversaturation of 1 person too many, if that makes sense. I don't know what everybody else thinks about it, but what do you guys think? We haven't really talked about it, so go ahead. Trek, what about you?
Yes. I'm interested to see what they have to say with regards to Roman Reigns. I think that this is more proof that the split's about to go away.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
My feeling on it is it's a way to start the push with Roman again and get him to the forefront into that title picture reign, whether he's going against Kofi at some point or Rollins at some point with a feud, if they do with that brand split. But then I don't know if they're also going to use him as like John Cena, having him on both brands till that Fox deal comes into play.
Right. Yeah, I think that's just gonna happen. They're gonna have shit back and forth. I don't know. I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out what they're gonna do. Y Society, and I know that there's a couple of you guys that also. June 1st, I guess NXT. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh no.
Why is your hat sideways?
You know what it is, motherfucker.
I fucking hate this guy. NXT Takeover is June 1st in Bridgeport, Connecticut, I think it said. And I think that's what OK Fabe said. So I seen that. I don't know who else said it, but I just
Why Society
first-
just mentioned
yeah.
the
Why
date
society?
mentioned.
Why society mentioned
The date.
Connecticut? The date. Yeah.
And
Well, the date. I had the date, but I wanted. He reminded me to say something. So yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I think Triple H is making an announcement tonight on Raw. I think he's going to be there, and that's ultimately where I think Roman Reigns is going to come out.
I've been in Bridgeport, yo.
And I never did ask Ron. Oh, Ronnie did talk about. I'm sorry about the first thing that we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Why Society did say on WWE's YouTube tonight they're getting Robert Roode and Ricochet with the
Okay.
stipulation if Roode wins, he will then take Ricochet's spot in the Money in the Bank match.
Why? Okay, so now they're going to have qualifying matches.
Yeah, it seems like they're doing now. They've announced everybody and now they're going to do the matches.
See, that makes
It's backwards.
that makes no sense. I mean, you see what I mean? It's backwards. They're going about it backwards. It makes sense now, but they're doing it backwards. Does that make sense to anybody? What I'm trying to say? I think I'm kind of fucking beating around the bush, but ultimately, what I'm saying is they're doing it backwards.
Yes.
But they should have done this from the start, and they didn't do it. Whatever.
Yeah, because they got to use the next couple weeks to build towards the Money in the Bank.
Exactly. What's the thing? Oh, when AEW comes, are you going to stream it? No,
I've already answered.
probably not. I'm just gonna watch the show. Probably, I'm not gonna stream it just to see what it is.
If they do a TV show.
They're gonna do a TV show. It's just I would much rather have had them do a TV show and then do the pay per view. But that's AEW. They have a different way of thinking. What else is out there? Oh, Jon Moxley.
Yes.
Moxley. Let's
I
get
was
this
just
out.
mentioning
Just gonna get. I'm gonna get this out. Look. Wherever he goes, he's highly sought after. Now, I have seen reports that he might sign with Impact
Because who's over there?
because his best friend Sami Callihan is in Impact. So he has he could be influential. Better answer that. He's very influential with I'm thinking they're really good friends. So they went through CZW together. I could see him going to Impact, but we'll see. I don't know. It's the top two contenders are of course AEW and coming back to WWE. But who knows? We'll find out. I don't know what you're doing there, freaking DJ Skinny Penis, but it's kind of annoying. But
Yo, what up, homie? Yo,
I'm doing.
let me tell you something, man. Roman's gonna come out. He's gonna go dear. He's gonna go and Superman punch some motherfuckers. He's gonna walk out the ring. That's what's gonna happen, man.
Okay, well, that's what you say. I guess we're gonna take your word for it because you're some sort of superstar or something.
I am because
You think
you know I've been in Bridgeport, yo. They got a bridge and a port, yo. I don't know how that shit works, yo.
Can you stop talking? Because it'd be great.
Not for another 3 hours, yo.
Oh. But anyway, what else is out there?
Goldberg returning.
Oh, Goldberg's returning. Okay.
Yeah, the word with Goldberg is that, I guess, the Saudi, he was sought out for the Saudi.
The Prince wanted him, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think I had this discussion with somebody. They can sign, these free agents, they can sign with whoever they want to sign with. WWE doesn't have a stranglehold on anybody. So when people come out and they say that WWE is signing talent to, what's the word I'm looking for here? They sign talent to keep them from going out other places. It's a free country. They don't have to sign anywhere. If they don't want to sign with WWE, they don't have to. WWE doesn't hold anything over anybody. If anything, the person that's signing holds everything over them, because now there is choices out there. There always has been choices out there. But it's whether or not what they want to do. If they want to go to WWE, they're going to go to WWE. I don't know why people all of a sudden seem to think that if somebody is a free agent or that WWE signs somebody, oh, it's just another talent that they're. Yeah. Now, are they going to book them right? I don't know. It is Goldberg. He is a draw, especially in Saudi
he is money.
Arabia. But I'm not going to sit here and say if they sign a talent that they're signing them because they're forcing. You make it sound like they're forcing people to sign with WWE. That's not happening, and I don't understand why people think that. It drives me nuts. Yeah, that's another thing. Daniel Bryan is going to be on Raw tonight. I thought he was on SmackDown, so he must have flipped shows. So maybe that's why they had him lose the title.
Maybe.
Well, the other thing, Trek and I were talking too before the show, just maybe speculation, is because of the injury that he got at WrestleMania, he might be making an announcement too because of the concussion. And I know he was cleared, but he may be just making an announcement that he's going to be on a limited time basis, or that's what we were possibly speculating about.
Right.
That could also be where, I mean, like you said, he could have just been flipped on to Raw since he did lose the title.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get explanations on why certain people showed up one week on Raw and then the next they were on SmackDown, and then the following week they were back on Raw.
Right.
Yeah, the shakeup was a joke in how they handled the situation.
Yeah, they really did shake things up. I mean, it was like, shake you here, we'll shake you there.
We'll shake you everywhere.
And then put you right back where you were.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, WWE doesn't, and I hope everybody agrees with that. Or thinks that that's not true, that WWE does that, because it's not. I don't see them doing that, and they're grown ass people. They can do whatever the hell they want. If WWE offers them more, maybe they're doing it for the money. Maybe WWE is offering them more money to come there. That's the thing. Who knows? We don't know. I don't. There has to be a reason why they want to come to WWE. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know the answer, and WWE's not going to give it to us. Now, it is a publicly traded company, but they don't have to tell us why they sign people.
Nope.
It's none of our fucking business. If they want to fucking sign people and fucking hide them in damn backstage,
Catering.
fuck it. Not my problem. They're the ones that signed the damn contract. You know, they're getting paid. And the whole thing with Wilder and Dawson and Wilder and Dawson, however you say it. Okay. But to say that, I had somebody tweet to me when I was in, not really a Twitter war, but we were talking about it, and I was involved in the discussion, trying to have a debate. I try to have a debate. Sometimes I say things that just aren't true all the time, or that I don't have the answer. It's just an observation that I have. That I see what I see, and that's how it is. But we were talking about it, and I'm like, the person said it. This is the actual tweet, and I'm not going to go back and look for it. But I think I told everybody the other day about it, and they said something to the effect that they punished them by putting the titles on them. Now, how in the hell is that punishing them? What logic does that tell me? You do realize that they are getting paid over 100 in six figures, I'm sure, to be on a show and get paid to be in comedy segments. How do we know? Yeah, they might say it on a little cryptic crap on Twitter, but are we sure that that's really how they feel, or is that just the characters that they're playing? You don't know what's real. And what did I tell everybody about the Ronda Rousey thing? If this is real, Becky and Charlotte better look the fuck out. It turned out that it was probably a work. The finish was shit, but the work turned out to most likely be a work. So for people to say that they're being punished, I don't think they're being punished, because if they were being punished, they wouldn't be used at all. They'd be jobbed out, beat up. Yeah, they beat them all the time, but they're being used. I would die to get paid $100,000 to get pinned by fucking the who did they lose to the other day?
You know, I would love to.
Zack Ryder and Hawkins.
Hold on about it.
You did.
Zack Ryder and Hawkins.
Zack Ryder and Hawkins. Okay. I mean, yeah, they're the tag team champions, but whatever. So I don't think they're being punished. Sorry, I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. And for people to think that they're being punished, give me your logic other than the way they're booked. Maybe they want to be booked that way. Who knows? I don't know. Bob, what were you going to say?
Yeah. I really hope for Saudi Arabia we get Goldberg versus Gilbert. That'd be the ultimate dream match right there.
I don't quite think that's going to happen,
Bob,
because Gilbert's a little old for a match like that.
No, I mean, and if they do it, more power to Gilbert, man. He's getting paid a good sum of money to fucking go over to Saudi Arabia. He's probably never fucking been there. I don't know. But I don't see a lot of that stuff being true, that they're being punished. I don't. Them being punished would be fining them and all that other shit. That's being punished. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts on that.
If they were being punished, they wouldn't be on TV.
It's true.
Right, that's my feeling. They're not going to be used with them coming out, even with them losing. I mean, they had the belts and they were losing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that logic there, and I agree with Heather. I mean, if you're gonna punish them, then you're gonna basically shove them back into the catering, and you're not gonna see them till
Right.
the contract runs out.
Right. Here we go with this. Will Roman Reigns defy officials? It's already.
Yep. It's already out
It's already been out there. You're excited for the live action Aladdin?
The other thing too, last week, along with Jon Moxley's video that came out, Trek had said that Brock Lesnar retired from MMA.
Yeah, he retired from UFC, or at least that's what Dana White says.
From what came out with Dana White, and rumors over the weekend, just with the little, because they had a UFC event Saturday night, where it all stemmed from money, and then other reports where he did take another drug test, and with him announcing his retirement, of course, the USADA does not have to disclose those results of that last test.
Right.
Or he comes back to WWE, or Whether he decides he's gonna just hang up his gloves and wrestling gear altogether, I guess it remains to be seen, but I know he has been talked about in speculation for him to be at Saudi as well.
Okay.
There
Yes, I
were.
think
Go ahead, Jake.
there is speculation that he's going to be at Saudi. I've heard that too. If he shows up, he shows up. It's fine. I have no problems with it. But because you all know my feelings on Brock Lesnar. If he's quitting UFC, Vince McMahon, right now Brock has no leverage now. If he's leaving UFC, he has no leverage. Vince McMahon, if he's gonna sign him, he says you either come. If it was me, I say you come back full time, or I don't want you.
Right, and Why Society's put in the chat too that the rumors are also that he wants to retire at WrestleMania 36.
And that's fine. I have
And
not heard that. I don't hear that stuff. I avoid that stuff at all costs because that's over a year away. I've had people tell me things like Becky is booking her own matches. Yeah. She because they canceled who they had her going to WrestleMania. People believe that Becky Lynch books her own matches. That is people today. Tell me what you think of that. If she's booking her own matches, my God, she sucks.
Yeah. Especially the one with Alicia Fox. Holy smokes.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that was bad.
That was atrocious.
She booked that match so well, she almost got dropped on her head.
Well, I mean, I don't. She's not. WWE has control of everything. Vince does not allow his talent to book anything. I don't think he's ever allowed talent to book their own matches. Maybe Triple H. That's why Triple H's matches are always decent because kind of decent because he books his own shit. But ultimately, it is Vince's show. Becky's not doing it. That's my point. Becky's not doing it. There are people out there that think that Becky, because they're saying, because who they wanted Becky Lynch, Charlotte versus Becky and Ronda versus Becky is speculated to not happen at WrestleMania 36. And people are all up in arms. Well, she's booking her. I've seen it. Well, she's booking her own matches, so why would she not? Like, what are you talking about? She doesn't book her own matches. Vince books all of her matches.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to Vince what happens. It's not up to the talent what they do. They can make suggestions. But that doesn't mean Vince has to listen to anything that they say. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you all think?
Becky has no say over what matches she has. WWE tells her, listen, you're going to sit there and fight this person, or we're just going to take the belts off of you.
I don't think she's going to be a double champion after Money in the Bank.
I don't think so either.
I think she's going to lose 8 titles.
I think
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead.
I wonder how many of those people were the same ones who said, well, Charlotte got herself into this match, Charlotte got herself into that match. So
No,
I wonder how many of those people.
Charlotte did not do that. That was
Oh,
Vince's.
no.
That was Vince's push, and I've seen that too. Well, Charlotte's throwing herself into this.
Yeah.
How is she throwing this? What Vince wanted? Okay,
Exactly.
It's not what Charlotte wanted. I mean, if I was Charlotte, I wouldn't fucking mind it. Fuck it. I'm in fucking main event of WrestleMania. It's everybody's fucking dream to be in the main event of WrestleMania, is it not? That's what we always hear, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do?
right?
I'm sorry. I am tired. I had to get up with Wendy really early this morning. So,
Yeah, I didn't sleep worth a shit last night.
yeah, I know. Other than that, there's really nothing else as far as news goes. Trek, anything else that you know about?
The only thing I heard about today was that the head writer of Raw got fired.
Oh, I don't even know who the head writer of Raw is. Trek. Just you put it out there. Who's the lead writer for Raw?
I'll find it again. Here it is.
While he's looking for that, they did put out too, Jeff Hardy had successful surgery, so like 6 to 9 months
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Ryan
wild.
Callahan.
Huh?
Callahan,
Ryan Callahan. What?
lead writer of Raw.
Ryan Callahan? Okay. Well, didn't they? So and then I seen that Jinder Mahal's manager, the guy that was Jinder Mahal's manager, is now the head writer for Raw.
Yep.
And I can't remember his name, but I know who he is.
Yeah, the guy who played Runyon Singh, I think.
There you go. Yeah, he's not bad.
You just want to be noisy right now. Oh.
There's more than one Ryan Callahan in the world. Elton John.
Yep, just like there's more than one Eric Reed.
There's like 45,000 Aaron Reeds.
See, 20 something in the chat.
There was a Ryan Callahan on my tour, yo. It was part of my I'm a Brick Yo tour.
You realize that you're putting my kid. Well, you can come over and put my kid to sleep, but now she's crying because you were talking. DJ's gonna be this. Way to go.
Yo, man, I make all the babies sleep because my music is so powerful. It overpowers their little bodies.
No, it's fine. I'm just giving you shit.
So the reason I brought up the Jeff Hardy situation too is because with Matt now being solo, whether he stays on SmackDown or whether he ends up on Raw, and then I know there were things out there being said about him possibly being somehow affiliated with the Bray Wyatt, and whether they did it.
I seriously hope not. I look. I don't want to see the Woken gimmick. What the fuck are you doing? I don't want to see the Woken gimmick anymore. I really don't. What the fuck are you doing?
Yo,
You look like you're having a spaz attack.
My name is DJ Skinny Penis.
You're
I put the penis in the skinny.
You're singing into
all
a
your
fucking remote control.
All your other brothers can't
So he just keeps going.
feel me. I'm the realest motherfucker in here. I'm the realest OG.
I'm sure you are the realest OG. What is an OG anyway? I'm 50.
Original gangster motherfucker.
Fair enough.
Well, I heard that Bray Wyatt said he wants to try and get Luke Harper as part of the Firefly Funhouse now.
He wants to get Luke Harper? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he wants to make Luke Harper a part of his Firefly Funhouse gimmick.
Okay. Well, whatever.
So that would make sense then why they didn't grant his release.
Yep. I think I can see why he wants to be released. He doesn't want to be. I don't think he wants to be associated with that gimmick, and he doesn't want to be. That's not all he wants to be associated as. Just a member of the Wyatt family. He wants to do his own thing, and I get that, and I respect that. But at the same time, these guys sign a contract. They need to honor it. I'm sorry. If WWE has something planned for them, they do not have to release them. They don't have to grant their release. Now, that being said, do I think that they should release them? No. If they're not going to be booked properly, run out your contract. Don't re-sign with them. It's not that hard. If you can't, and they're paying these guys good fucking money to do this shit. I would give my left fucking nut. No, I'm going to rephrase that. I would give both of my fucking nuts. That way I don't have any more kids. I'm just kidding. I would give both of my nuts to be in the position that some of these guys are in. I get it. I'm not a talent. I'm not a wrestler. But to be associated with a company that has been around and has sustained, yes, their ratings have dropped. Yes, their product is laughable at best. But for them to be as sustainable, and I'm gonna say it because it's there. Yes, my God, they are making more money than they ever have. That's because they've expanded their business. That's why they're making more money than they have. It has nothing to do with the fucking wrestling. They do more than wrestling now. Should they treat all of their departments that they are making money off of worth something? Absolutely. I am behind that 100%, as everybody should be. But the honest to God's truth is out there. They are making more money than they ever have. They are as popular as I think they ever have been. And ratings mean absolutely nothing anymore to me. I don't care about ratings. The show is shit. I'm not going to dispute that fact. But I'm not going to... I mean, am I making any sense here with that at all? I don't care about the ratings thing. If they're going to be on, they're going to be on. If they're not going to be on, I will find another way to watch them. I have the network that probably raise their prices, probably $10, but I mean, so I don't know. I mean, what I don't know. We got to sit here talking.
I was gonna say, we got Vince coming out.
Yeah. My man, Vince, man. We done coke together, man. He's a real
Sorry, I got
motherfucker.
to talking and realized it was 7 o'clock.
I tried to get your attention, but of course.
I just started. So we'll talk about what he does here or talks about. I'm sure Roman Reigns is coming out.
There he is.
Yep. Roman Reigns is coming out.
Yep.
Now keep in mind, Vince is not in Michael Cole's ear. He is out. He is out. So somebody is telling him what to say. So it's not just Vince telling him what to say.
It's probably Triple H telling him what.
Could be Triple H telling him what to say.
Triple H is usually in gorilla with him.
And I'm sorry, Simon Cowell. I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. Hanging in there. And that's ultimately Simon Cowell, or in parentheses, Aaron Reed. That I totally agree with that. Ultimately, he's going to turn into the same Bray Wyatt that we've had. I literally do. I really do think that's what's happening. So we all know that this is a work. This is a storyline that they're doing with Roman Reigns now.
Mhm.
So for everybody to say that Roman Reigns is not getting the push again, making it really look like they are. Sorry. I ultimately see that's them pushing him again. Because they can fall back to him. He's easy for them. Is it easy for us? No. But it's easy for them.
It's easy for me.
No, you've got the Cincinnati fucking jobber squad.
Yep.
Okay. I see.
There should not have been applause. He should have cut Vince off.
Feel better? He's speaking truth. I mean, he is being told what to say, but holy see,
This is the problem.
this is the problem. I mean, he has a point. He does make a valid point. He does sign his paycheck, though. So ultimately, he does listen to it. They're going to get sick of it.
Eventually.
I hate to say it.
So far, it's been that way.
So is this the heel move? Is this a fucking face move? What the fuck are they doing?
I don't know.
Well, we're about to find out. I didn't expect this to happen. He's still a heel. No, I don't think so. Why? Not yet, anyway. Kofi's still over. As long as Kofi stays over, stays relevant, I think he may stay champion for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
See here we go. This is a surprise. Oh, they're gonna fucking take the title off of him. I fucking see it now. This is where Kofi's gonna lose the title, I think. I'm not saying that that's what's gonna. Bobby, you all right? You want to talk about it?
No, I'll just check my phone. See if my girl was texting back.
Hey Ryan, how's it going, man? How's your day been? I ultimately think they're gonna do a triple threat match.
Or it could be a fatal four-way because of Kevin Owens too.
Got a point.
Oh.
Got a point.
What up, Kofi?
I'm sorry. I hope everything gets better, Ryan. I'm doing all right. We're doing good. Yeah, of course he did. Here we go.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Here you
What?
go with that.
I have to look at Roman Reigns does. What the fuck is he saying? I don't know why society. I don't know what they're doing right now. It could be, but I don't know. Still a heel.
Finally doing better than
You all right,
he did
Ronnie?
before.
Just caught my throat.
Oh. I don't know if Drew McIntyre's a heel or if he is a face.
I think he's a tweener.
I think he is a tweener. We'll see what they're gonna do here. It is. I'm just kidding. What?
Kofi and Bryan, you're lucky I care more about that eagle maniac in the ring than either of you. I'm talking to you, Roman. Look at me. You think you can do whatever you want. Like Mr. McMahon said, the rules just don't apply to you. The company tells you, don't show up. What do? You show up. You got yourself drafted from Raw to SmackDown so you can duck Drew McIntyre. You think it's okay to punch your boss in the face? You are an ego maniac, and you are here tonight, and I am going to claymore your ass back down to earth right now. It didn't work out for you at WrestleMania. Maybe you try again tonight. Hang on. Why not tonight? We got ourselves a WrestleMania rematch.
Well, of course, why not, Vince?
Sure.
Sounds like a good idea.
I thought there was no rematches.
Yeah.
Well, for
For
titles.
titles.
For titles. It's different. See, now that's...
Now we're talking about changing the rules.
This for the WWE Championship.
She's saying it right now. Daniel Bryan's going to win it back.
That's gonna be the next shirt made. Vince just saying, I'm brilliant. And there we go.
Well, this is a I get it, Ryan. This is a little different. It's the same shit on a different show,
Yeah.
but I don't know what they're doing. It's a little confusing, but this is where I ultimately see Daniel Bryan winning the belt back. I think Kofi's title reign. Kofi's title reign is. I hate to say this. I hope I'm wrong, but I think Kofi's title reign is over here tonight. I really do. I really do. And that worries me. Because I know we have said that Daniel Bryan doesn't want to go over to Saudi Arabia. Well, maybe that wasn't true. Maybe he had other plans and he didn't go to Saudi Arabia. I don't know. How solid is it that Daniel Bryan did not want to go to Saudi Arabia because of whatever? Why would this is my question. Now, I'm not saying that it's not true, but here's my question. And how are we to know if Daniel Bryan is that against what they did in staying with Saudi Arabia? Why is Daniel Bryan still there? I mean, it's a legitimate question.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, he would say, "I'm done working for you," and they're gonna be like, "Okay, we'll extend your contract. We won't pay you." Okay. If Daniel, that's why I honestly don't really think that Daniel Bryan is not. Where am I going with this? He's not going to Saudi Arabia because he doesn't believe. I think he had other plans. That's my thinking. The way this is going, because if they put the title back on Daniel Bryan, he ain't losing it. Not for a while.
What happens with Owens then, though?
And that was storyline.
It's a good question. That is a very good question. I do not know. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
I mean, two heels can fight. You can book a heel versus heel match. Heels don't give a shit. Heels are supposed to be those people that don't care who they fight. They want what they. How do I say that? How do I say this? They go after what they want. They go after what they want being shady. That's what they do. So I don't know. They could be doing Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Kofi Kingston does not lose the title because
That's a quick.
It's not just as it's a quick title reign. It's ultimately going right back to fucking what is comfortable for WWE. And I'm sorry I talked throughout the whole commercial. I didn't get anybody's thoughts, but let's hear what Vince has to say again. I'll get everybody's thoughts here. Yep.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Vince? You see, I finally get the Raw and the Superstar shakeup, and the next thing I know, you have SmackDown Live's Superstar here on Raw. Well, there's an explanation for that. It's called wild card rule. I just came up with it. A wild card rule. It seems pretty convenient, if you ask me. You see, I've spent years on SmackDown Live making it the house that AJ Styles built. Then once I sink my teeth into Raw, I get an opportunity at the Universal Championship. You bring over Seth Rollins' best friend, his good pal, his brother in crime, Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins, is that how the wild card thing is going to work? Is that how it's going to work? Because if it is, maybe AJ Styles goes over to SmackDown Live tomorrow night and brings a couple of his friends to Raw.
Nope, they're gonna do it.
Wild card rule is 3 members of SmackDown could be invited to Raw. 3 members of
He just said SmackDown to SmackDown. Vince is fucking.
Well, AJ Styles even sat there and said, maybe I could go to Raw.
Yeah, but then Vince said if we can have 3 SmackDown superstars go to SmackDown.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much talking for him right now.
This is why I said they just threw this together tonight, because he doesn't even know what the fuck he's saying. Of course, this is a ratings grab by Society. I never thought of it anything but as a ratings grab. Is it grabbing ratings though? That's the thing. I don't know.
What's the matter, Wendy? I can't agree with you at this second.
No, he stuttered throughout this whole promo. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This is Monday Night Raw. Just so you know, I know exactly where I am. And I know exactly what I did to you last week. You know, I'm trying to be a good sport about it, Seth. I tried to shake your hand. And what'd you do? You threw that Universal Championship in my face.
So I punched you.
And then I tried to walk away. And you kept running your mouth. If you're gonna treat me like I'm not a man, well, I guess you know. I'm a man that kicked your ass. And you know what, Seth? I didn't just put you through a table last week. I gave you the phenomenal forearm through a table. And at Money in the Bank, nothing's gonna change. Well, maybe a little. You see, after I give you the phenomenal forearm, I'll be standing over you as the Universal Champion. Hey, wait a minute. It's obvious. It's obvious you two want to compete. So let's do it tonight. Let's do it tonight. Let's do it right now. I'm not talking about one-on-one. Hey, I'm not talking about one-on-one. I'm talking about you, AJ, teaming up.
Here we go with that shit.
Right back there. It's gonna come out here. We'll see. Yes, you are. You're teaming with him. You're gonna team with him tonight. This is going to be a brilliant night. What about it? What about it for me? Let's hear it. Everybody get ready. I'm gonna bring that team, and they're coming right back out here.
They're coming right back out here. Fucking he's so senile right now. He doesn't know what he's doing right now. I think he's confused. They've had a week to plan this, and the way this was booked, it makes it sound like it was booked like 2 hours ago. But I will say this: I said this, them booking them two to tag together. Not against it. It makes them. Now there should be a stipulation. See, this is what they didn't do. They should make these two work together, because if they don't, they won't have the match. They'll strip. If you don't work together, we'll strip you of the title, and neither of you will get a shot at the title. That's what they need to do with that. Something along. I've seen them do it before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, AJ turned on Seth last week. He punched him and then fucking phenomenal forearmed him through a table. So he ain't turning on Seth. But it's probably going to be Gallows and Anderson. I can almost see it. You love what show, Sarah? Raw? What? Oh. I'm asking. I don't know.
What? Where are you going? Huh?
What do you? Oh, I'm sorry. What do you guys think about what's been going on so far?
It kind of looks like their head writer was fired right before the show.
It's like I said, and they just threw this together like two hours ago.
It's kind of what it looks like, and with the stammering and stuttering with Vince.
Right? I mean, for on the fly shit, if that was the case, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not bad, but it is a little fucking little all over the place. They just need to get it under control.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't mind AJ and Seth tagging together, but they need to have a stipulation in there somewhere that they have to work together or whatever. That would make sense. That would add to the story, in my opinion. I think that would be a good idea. But that's just me. I'm not happy about. So I just gotta follow back by I love Charlotte's boobs.
There you go.
You mean at WrestleMania 36? We could see that. We could see that. But I mean WrestleMania 35, we didn't see that. But WrestleMania 36, that'd be funny if I seen that. I mean that's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Thanks for being here, Kier. I can't pronounce. I'm not even gonna. I'm not being disrespectful. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Tumba Gahan. Thanks for being here, man. Welcome to the show. Bob, what do you think so far? Nope. Bobbit.
Well, what happens when you lay down on the mirror and can't look at yourself?
You're not watching Raw? You're watching the Miz and Mrs.?
I think you should talk about the commercial.
Oh, I've never seen that. Bobby Lashley.
Baron Corbin.
Nope. Shane McMahon. Oh. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
That's what I said, buddy. And you think, what the hell is that?
Right? Yep, it's Corbin. It's Baron Corbin.
What's up, Brian from Southside Queens? How you doing tonight, buddy?
So this is what and this is just them throwing stuff together, I think, and ultimately, like Ronnie said, they did fire a writer today. So this might be saying, hey, we fucked up, we need to fix it, and this is their fix. So, with this match going on, I'm gonna turn it down. We're gonna talk a little bit because who cares? But anyway,
Well, the other thing is too, this is also May, and May and November are big TV sweeps months where they get their ratings just before summer and then right before the holidays. So this could be another reason why they're bringing all the big guns on Raw tonight, and we may say the same thing tomorrow on
well,
SmackDown.
rating sweeps. I mean, Tuesday. Don't rating sweeps just last all week or all month or whatever?
It's like the whole month of May, because it's like where all the shows that are like reality shows wrap up, and series where they do their finale till fall and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that's another reason why they could be doing this as well too.
So, at the request of Gina, and she did request it. I'm being a smart ass. Apparently, we're waiting for the announcement of the fucking baby that was born today in
Royal
England.
baby.
Now, that being said, I'm not a big fan of the Royals. Not saying that the Royals are bad people. Good God. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. But I know that Gina and Heather and Ronnie are as excited as shit because I seen this morning. It's like, oh my God, oh yay, the baby is born. The baby watch because she went into labor earlier this morning. So, has there been any names yet? Nothing's been named yet. I can tell
I
you
bet
right
already.
now, they're gonna go right with the lineage of the royal family. So Charles, Edward, Philip,
William,
Philip.
William,
Harry.
Harry. So we'll see, But Ronnie's on the case, I guess.
I'm still waiting for it to pop up on my feed. And there's a 0-0 second period of the Bruins and Blue Jackets. So nothing's happening with that hockey game.
You're going to your first ever UFC live event in Rochester? Well, good for you, Tony. I've been to an MMA fight once. Wasn't UFC, but it was all right. I'm not a big UFC guy, but I'll watch it. I'll sit down and watch it. Not a big fan of it. Whatever. To each his own. To each his own. Like I said, I have been to an MMA fight before. When I was in the military, we had one of our trainers was an MMA fighter, and he, yeah, it was pretty fun learning from him too, because I learned how to choke people out. Never had to do it though, but
Well, the other thing too with the royal baby, he's born with an A-list family friend in George Clooney. So we could also go with George.
Could be. Or Henry.
there you go. Or
So he's got the same birthday as George Clooney now.
we could go with Elizabeth.
I noticed again when last week came out, no Leo Rush again, third week in a row.
Say it again.
I noticed again the third week in a row, no Leo Rush tonight.
But again, he said, she said. Now, I did put something out there, and all of you know in the writer's room probably listened to it with what Mark Henry said.
Mhm.
I can't say that I don't believe what he says. Mark Henry's one of those guys. He's a veteran in the locker room, so.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that I just noticed it.
I'm not questioning it. I'm just saying I tend to believe what he is saying. With that being said, I don't think WWE's well. WWE might release him because he is not. He needs too much. I wouldn't have hired. I would have kept him in NXT. He's, how old is he? 22, 23?
Around there,
He's a young kid. I'm not. I don't know him personally. I don't know what kind of person he is. He's fucking talented, fucking wrestler. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's not. He's. I'm not a fan of the high flying stuff, but I will say this: he is one of the safer high flyers that I have seen. This kid can stop on a dime and switch directions in a heartbeat, but it's his mouth and his mind that's getting him in trouble from what I'm hearing. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And I saw Kushida's debut last week. I love Kushida. He has that combination. He can do high flying, but he is a striker and a submission guy. I'm a technical striker kind of guy. I like that kind of stuff. I'm not a fan of the high flying stuff. I was kind of disappointed in him, and it wasn't just because of him. Is who he was working with. Cassius Ohno is a great worker. I think it could have been nerves more or less, but he's worked in front of bigger crowds, and I've never seen him this out of sorts before. So I don't know. I think Kushida, he'll get his stuff ironed out. Is he similar to Akira Tozawa? Do you watch Kushida ever? Trek? Have you ever seen him? I really couldn't tell you. I mean, is Tozawa, is he more of a high flyer than he is a striker? Okay, but he can do high flying stuff. So he might be. I know Kushida can do both. The Bruins just went up 1-0.
Yes.
Okay, well, boo. Just not a Bruins fan.
I want Tortorella to pull this out with the Blue Jackets. At least tie it up.
If you have seen Kushida work, Tony, I highly recommend checking out New Japan. If you've ever seen him in New Japan, you have seen nothing in Ring of Honor. I am being straight up honest with you. If you have not seen Kushida in New Japan, then you have not seen Kushida. That wasn't the Kushida I know. That's why I was kind of disappointed in his debut, and I was really looking forward to his debut. Not saying he was bad. Again, I'm not shitting on him because he is in NXT or whatever. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Tony. It's no problem. It's the former I can't remember what it's called, AXS or something like that.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say if that's what it is.
Oh, access.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You should, if you have not, like I said, I Ring of Honor doesn't do Kushida justice, man. It don't. I'm all about NXT, or not NXT, New Japan. ROH is good, but they're kind of, they're having issues. But that's just me. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I've heard Impact is doing good things, but I haven't watched, so I don't know. I'm more into the women's division because of Rosemary when it comes to Impact than I am in the WWE women's division. But
Yeah, they got the new episode of Table for Three tonight. I forgot about that.
Yes.
is that with the women?
Yep. All the wives.
I'll watch it tomorrow or something. No kidding, Wendy. Wendy's over there. What you doing?
Just rolling around.
We
on
need-
tummy time
She's
now.
over there rolling around.
She's giving exclusive commentary.
Yeah.
She's what?
Giving exclusive.
She's giving exclusive commentary.
She's the one talking in Vince's ear.
Yep.
Yeah. She's chewing and she's saying poo, poo.
Does sound like she's saying poo-poo. She might have poo-pooed in her pants. I don't know.
I just changed for some now.
So is there any other things you guys want to talk about? Is there anything you want to talk about? Or is there a game you want to play, something? Because this match is boring as fuck. It's
I would have to fall
formulaic.
asleep.
It's formulaic as fuck. And it's got AJ and Seth Rollins in it, so you'd think it'd
They'd be a little bit more exciting.
Bobbitt's sleeping.
No, I'm not.
No, I was gonna say he's off mute.
Thought you were snoring, man.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, he's the fastest he's ever answered.
I think we've played this game before, and I just need to make sure that somebody has Google open to make sure that it's right. We're going to play the name game, and the chat can play along. I'll let Heather start. Now, how this works is you say, you remember how we did it that one time? You say a name, and the last letter of that name, of the name of the person, has to be the beginning letter of the person. And I know that I think Aaron's played this. I know Cody's played this with us. Bobbitt's played it. Trek knows the game well. So I'll let Heather start. I will stay out and I will monitor everything.
You ready?
Go ahead.
Mike Chioda.
A, even though he's not a wrestler, but he is part of WWE. He is a wrestling whatever.
Officiator.
So A, I think it's A, correct? Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm next.
Sure, Bobbitt. Go ahead.
All right. AJ Styles.
S.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ronnie. N.
I wanted the A.
Got the N.
Nick Bockwinkel.
Ooh. Merge. Welcome to the chat. I'm going to let Merge have this one. E, since he wants to. It's fine. And I'll give you time to respond. I'm not going to do any time constraint. Just don't take forever. I trust y'all. I'll explain it again when it's your turn, Wise Society. So E, as in echo, merge, you can go. Eddie Guerrero, Wise Society. Give me a name with the letter O. A wrestler with a name
Starting with the letter O.
starting with the letter O. Sorry. And if you get it wrong, you're out for this round.
I hope my pants taste good there, kid.
Just don't take forever. That's all I'm asking. And try to be. And I trust everybody. Just try to be.
Eddie Guerrero was the easy one. That's what I was gonna go with.
Try to be what's not honest, but
Try not to use Google.
yeah. If you can't think of one, just say I can't think of one, and we'll move on to the
Maybe
next
it'll skip
person.
your turn.
Yeah, just pass.
What's that?
I said just say pass or something in the chat.
Yeah. But then you're out for the round, so I've got one. It's easy. Okay. So
They say can't think of one.
that's fine. That's fine. Ryan. Oh.
I got one.
So do I.
You're staying out of it.
I am.
And you said just wrestling in general or WWE?
It could any.
Okay. And I
Any-
definitely do have one.
It is really obvious. I mean, you may not know who he is, but
I'm pretty sure he knows who it is.
it can be any promotion.
Ryan said he can't think of one either.
You can't think of one either? Okay. Aaron. Alpha. O. If we can't think of it, I will Google it, or I'll have Trek Google it, and he can, because my computer's already getting loaded down. Just a second, Merch.
You had your turn already.
Just
There's a good one. Owen Hart.
Owen Hart. Okay. Who else is playing?
I think that's everybody in the chat and us, other than you. If you're staying out of it.
I am staying out of it. Okay, that is it. Okay. Where did I start with?
Me.
Heather, go ahead. T.
Takahashi.
Yep, I'll take that from New Japan. I.
Goes to Bobbitt.
Bobbitt.
Ivan Koloff.
Fair enough. F.
The track.
Fabulous Moolah.
You fucking cheater. H. Ronnie. H.
Hunter Hurst Helmsley.
Of course you would come up with that.
Y to Y Society.
No, merch.
Oh, merch. Okay. You don't need mommy slippers. Those are way too big for you.
It is Y to you, my friend. Young Dragons. Now, is that a tag team? But I think I know who. Is that real? I think it is. I think it's real. I'm just gonna.
Yep.
It is? Okay. Merch says it is. Or Merch. Trek says it is. So, in fact, if I remember
WCW.
correct. Okay. Oh, yep. ECW. Okay, I knew from somewhere. All right. So Y Society's out. Trek is out. Sorry, Trek.
Ryan is out.
And Bryan is out. Aaron, did Aaron come up with one? He did. Aaron, Alpha, S.
In my pappy? I think I'm sitting on it here. Hold your
Oh, shit,
Sarah's
Sarah.
here.
Okay, I didn't see you, Sarah. I'll get you on the next round. It's fine. You're good. You're good. Shawn Michaels, Sarah, S. Go ahead. I didn't know. I didn't see that you were here. I'm sorry, Sarah, but go ahead. S. So, and we'll come back to that. So they just beat both of them. The Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. And they pinned the champion. I don't know how I feel about that. But Sarah, go ahead whenever you're ready to give me a name with the letter S.
That has to do with wrestling in general.
Yes. Wrestling can be any wrestler, it can be a referee. We just have to verify, that's all. Wendy.
And as you see, Shawn Michaels has already been used, so you cannot use that name.
Oh, she can see that.
That's like I said. As you can see.
And Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, has already been used as well.
Yes.
I should be keeping track of, and I don't have any paper.
It's all right next to you right there.
But I don't feel like writing anything down right now. Hey, don't take too long, Sarah, please. Show will be over by then.
You just wanted to play with mommy, huh?
Sensational Sherry.
Oh boy.
Y2.
If she was the last one, it would come back to me then.
Yep, to you.
Young Bucks.
You fucking. S.
Bobbit.
To Bobbit.
Stardust.
Okay, I'll buy that one.
T to Trek.
T to Trek.
Either along.
G to Ronnie.
Gorgeous George.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Gorgeous George Garvin.
Nice.
Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm
So
looking for-
N to
Do you
merge.
want the N on there, or no? Or you just want the E? So it's
Put the end on, it'll be a little bit easier.
Say it again.
Put the end on, it'll be a little bit easier.
All right. You don't want to make the game easier. You want to win.
Well, we've gotten rid of people already, and I feel bad.
Why? You should have seen Trek one day. I don't know whose turn it is.
Merge.
Go ahead, Merge. Yes, we have 2 rematches from WrestleMania 35. Yes, tonight.
No problem, Ryan. Sami Zayn's on TV.
Yep, I seen him. Sami Zayn JP, but it's Merge's. What is N Merge N, as in November. We'll play it. If this goes on until tonight, I will not. We will play it with the Natural Butch Reed. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't. That is his name. The on it. But I'll take it. Natural Butch Reed is good. I'll take it. Who's after Merge?
Why is
I think
no.
Sarah.
Yes.
Sarah. D. As in Delta or dog. Now, by the time the show ends, if this is still going on, we will continue this tomorrow. Okay? So if this is still going on, we will continue it to tomorrow. And I'll do that anytime we play. If we carry it over, we'll do it. Won't play it during Wrestling Memories. It'll just be on Mondays and Tuesdays. Whatever game we play. We might do it. I might do a trivia thing. Whatever.
Welcome back, Ryan.
But Sarah, when I don't know if you heard, it's D as in Delta.
Leave me a little bit longer and I'll make you a bottle.
like to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Do you want to take over for me?
Yeah, we need some Wendy Cam
You
time.
really need some Wendy time, huh? All right. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I shall return. Don't forget to turn it back. I did turn it on.
I know. Okay. Oh. No, look, you have to look over here. Look. There you are. There you are.
Hey, Wendy Cam.
Dusty Rhodes, okay. Who was after Sarah? Me?
I think it's you, yeah.
Hmm. Hey. Let's see. S. Take out both these people. Okay. Let's see.
I think it's mine now, ain't it?
No, I haven't guessed yet, Bobbit.
Oh,
You're after me.
okay.
Scarlet. I don't remember her last name, so.
Scarlet Bordeaux.
There we go. Thank you.
We got what, X?
And that's to you, Bobbit.
So my letter's X.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier Woods.
It's another S to you, Trek.
Shane McMahon.
N to Ronnie.
Me. Nasty Boys.
Oh, S to Merge. Steve Blackman. Okay. N to you, Sarah. Kind of wish that was coming my way. I got one right now. Oh. Just waiting on Sarah to come back with an N. We got Braun Strowman coming out to the ring to talk to Sami Zayn here.
Wendy's favorite wrestler, Braun Strowman.
Yeah, she was born when he came out on Monday Night Raw.
Yep.
Literally, he came out, raised his arm. She popped right out there.
Braun.
That's typical for the Money in the Bank, though, Why Society, because really, they're really, when it comes to Money in the Bank, the matches in and of themselves, I don't think there really needs to be a build, considering it's all, the story is get the briefcase. So, and honestly, I don't think there needs to be a build.
still playing the game?
We are still playing
Where
the
you
game.
at?
We
Where
are
you at?
waiting on Sarah to come up with the letter N.
Hurry it up, Sarah. I'm just kidding.
And for everybody asking when the Money in the Bank is, it's a week from Sunday according to their little Titantron there.
Mhm.
So we got 2 weeks.
Yep, May 19th.
Lucha House Party. Can we move on now? If you can't think of anyone, any name there, Sarah? Naito. Okay. There's an A in there.
I'll take it.
Yeah, just so you know, there
it's
is an
just-
A. It's N-A-I-T-O.
So it's
But
good
you're
though.
good.
I'll take it. I'll
You're
take
good.
it.
That means O to me.
Yes.
Okada.
God. No. No. I'm just kidding.
Obvious one.
I'll take it because I took the natural Butch Reed, but it should be Kazuchika Okada. But I'll take
He is
Okada.
known more widely as Okada, though.
No, he's not. He's known more widely known as Kazuchika Okada. It's fine. No, I'm not going to argue about it. It's fine. I'll take it.
There you
As
go,
long
Sarah.
As long as I get the general idea of who you're talking about, I'm fine with it. But if you make up some fucked up stupid name like Boo Boo
DJ
Kitty
Skinny
Fuck,
Penis.
Boo Boo Kitty Fuck or Butt Fuck King, I'm not taking it.
Swiggity McSwoog.
Yeah, exactly. That would mean, hey, Ruben, been wants to see you.
Veristegui.
That would be an A to Bobbit.
Oscar.
Oh, jeez, of course.
Of course you're going to take off.
Seriously. Alrighty, track. A to you.
Alex Wright.
Yep. WCW.
That would be a T to Ronnie.
Test.
Did you say test?
Test.
Test.
Nothing
Yeah.
but fucking T's.
T to you, Merge. Yes.
Sorry.
No. Can you-
So Braun Strowman is beating the hell out of Sami
Sami Zayn.
Zayn. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I had to go to the bathroom. What's been going on?
Hey, Sami Zayn came out, cut a promo, and Braun Strowman came out and said basically, Terry Taylor. Okay, that's a good one.
R to
Sarah.
Sarah.
And end of the second period with the hockey game, Bruins still ahead 1-0.
Okay.
So we got Lucha House Party versus Jobbers. All while we have Braun Strowman getting Sami Zayn thrown away.
That just tells you what they think of the three jobbers versus three jobbers.
Basically. Yeah, there you go, West Society.
That's why society just said it.
Said it at the same time you did.
No, he said it. That's what I responded with.
No, it didn't pop up here until you said it. So.
And R to you,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah, it kind of was there, West Society, but you know what? At least they got another match on the show. I'm waiting to see if Philly still falls on his face.
No.
I know. Yeah. I agree with that, baby girl.
Ric Flair. Nice. R to
Me.
Okay.
Rick the Marvel Martel.
Rick Martel.
Yep.
An L to Bobbitt.
Let's see here.
That's not a wrestler.
No, I know. Lanny Poffo.
There you go.
Leaping Lanny Poffo. I'll take it.
It's an O to you, Trek.
Orlando Jordan.
That was the O I was thinking about. N to Ronnie.
Nancy Benoit.
T to Merge. T to Merge. I know you heard me. I'm just making sure you understand. And if you didn't understand that, it's tennis or tango.
Are you hungry, baby? Is that the problem? Oh, sweetie, are you hungry? You want to eat a little bit? Tito Santana, very good. A to you,
Nice.
Sarah.
A to Sarah.
Come here. You want to go over to Daddy so I can make you a bottle?
No.
Too bad.
No.
More Wendy time.
I'm shutting the camera off.
No, we're getting Ricochet.
Well, of course we are. He's in the qualifying match, remember?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be this soon.
This is the Money in the Bank qualifying match.
But actually, the stipulation is whoever wins gets the spot.
Yes.
It's gonna be him and-
It's Robert Roode versus Ricochet. Yeah. I ain't gonna shut the camera off. I was kidding. You guys, I know you guys like it when Wendy comes on camera. But you do realize that she is a camera hog. What? Are you waiting for Mom? Yeah, I know. She's actually cooing at me if you can hear it. I think she's trying to talk. I don't know.
She is getting about that age. Start putting words together.
No, she's not. Her mom's full of shit.
She'll be talking before you know it.
You got something to say? What?
Hey, folks.
No, she just went wacky. What did you
Is that what
say?
said hockey?
Could be hockey. What are
Yeah,
you doing?
my kind of girl.
Well, it's my kind of girl too because I love hockey.
American
Alpha. Yeah, I know. Mom's coming. Heather.
Almost done.
Yeah. Just give us a second. We're gonna call timeout. Heather is getting ready to feed Wendy. I hope she says her first word live on air. #fuck. Could very well be, Ryan. Could very well be. With as much as me and Heather swear, you guys don't even get the half of it.
I was say that's not even on air.
Half the time, I am actually more PG on air than I am not on air.
So it's an A to me, right?
Yes, ma'am. You look at that.
AJ Styles has already been said, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's one of the first ones.
I'm making sure of it.
Is that your final answer?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think she'll say that.
Akira Tozawa.
Akira Tozawa. A to Bobbitt. Yes, that's more like it. That could be the word right there.
Cunt.
Cunt. would be
Yep.
the word, yeah.
Very well could be.
A to me.
Yeah, A to you.
Alberto Del Rio.
Ooh. O to track. Put it down, fucking cheater.
Look at the chat.
Bullshit. No. Go ahead. That's fine. I don't care. It'll take forever.
No.
No, you're not hungry. That sounds like fun, Cody.
I love hanging out with my family. I like going on trips and hanging out with my family. It's actually pretty fun. And yes, absolutely enjoy the family time. Trek. Today, Junior. As you can see, I'm more pressing on the people on the call than I am to you guys because I know you're on a delay. Trek, hurry the fuck up. You don't even fucking know, do you? You don't have an answer. Listen to you. You're just trying.
Ew. Omega.
I'll take it because I took Okada. You guys need to fucking give me the full name from now on. I'll take it. I'll take it though. I'll take it though. I mean, I get what you're saying. You guys are taking advantage of my rules. Fucking goddamn.
Well, you're being clever.
I know.
So I get A, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Adam Cole.
Oh, for
You had to have known that was going to be coming.
especially from fucking Ronnie.
That's why I wanted the A when Bobbit took it.
E to merge.
Greetings and salutations, Miss Lacey Evans. Much the pleasure of your company at ringside.
Quit smoking dope.
You want you to tell us what we can and cannot wear? This is really starting to get on my nerves. This is really. So what? She tries to suck her too. She gonna get this woman's right and left. You guys got this too. Oh, we got 'em. Yeah, we got 'em.
Oh, Money in the Bank shit.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's get back to the nonsense that all three of us are in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Right. Listen, was planning for all of it. Like, we're more than ready for her nonsense. So you guys' invitations smell like peach cobbler too?
Peach.
She sends her damn invitation. Got that.
Ernest the Cat Miller.
Ooh, that's a
R
good
to
one.
Sarah.
Oh, R to you, Sarah. I would have taken Ernest Miller too. I didn't need the cat, but that's fine. I would have taken the cat at any point too, but can't use it now. Can't use Kazuchika Okada.
Kenny Omega.
I cannot use Kenny Omega because Omega has been used. Especially Doritos, Ronnie is not a wrestler.
No, I'm talking about bag of weed.
I got, it's like, you know how it's like I've been digging in my ear.
She's been grabbing my hair all day.
Maybe she has an earache. I don't know. I hope not.
I don't know either.
You just let me know if she's sick.
Do what, GP?
I was talking to Heather. Heather or
Oh.
Wendy's grabbing her ear like it hurts. I'm hoping she doesn't have an ear infection or whatever.
Oh.
We're waiting on an R from Sarah.
I know.
I'm just reminding you, Jack. Randy Orton.
Was that already said?
No.
Okay, just making sure. All right.
And to me.
And to Heather. And Nipple Slip is not a wrestler.
You sure he took the one I wanted, but Nacho cheese.
Is that your final answer?
No, that would be Nacho Libre.
Nacho cheese.
Can't use that one. That was a movie.
I know. Natalia.
A to Bobbitt.
Yes, sir.
A to you.
A. Alexa Bliss.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. I know. S to you, Trek.
Sammy Callahan.
N to you, Ronnie.
And to me, nails.
Yep. Watch the show. Watch the wrestling.
Yep, that just hit me right when I said
Pay-per-view
that.
last night, SummerSlam, and if y'all don't know who that is, and I'm pretty sure some of you do, he actually was brought on to feud with Big Boss Man because he was a former prisoner.
Yep. So that would be actually a Z.
A Z.
Yes.
To you merge.
To you merge.
Take your thing there, merge.
I can tell you who he's gonna say.
Right away, yeah.
Which is fine, because I'll take it.
Yeah, just process elimination.
Kind of giving it away already.
Yeah.
Ooh, but
Yeah.
he went with Zelina Vega. That's
Yeah.
not where I was gonna go with, but I like that one. Good thinking. A to Sarah. Well, why don't you tell me all about it, Bobbitt? Jesus fucking Christ.
About what?
Fucking snorted. You over there snorting cocaine and shit or what? That's what it sounded like.
It was my sometimes I breathe and it sounds like that. It's really weird.
Bobbitt, it's fine. I'm just giving you a hard time. I apologize. Just wait for Sarah's response. And then it's all good. If you can handle that on both ends, more power to him.
Yeah.
Oh, I still have to do that.
Better for him, the better.
I still have
Now,
I used to be that way too, and it catches up with you.
I still have to do that taco thing. And
Ricochet
I will be.
is still in the Money in the Bank.
Ricochet won. He's still in the Money in the Bank. Aleister Black. K to Heather.
Kevin Owens.
S to Bobbitt. So, just I'm gonna throw this out there. How much you want to bet Sami Zayn gets involved in the fucking Money in the Bank match?
Now that Braun Strowman's thrown in the dumpster, yes. It
Okay,
says a lot
this is
considering he's not wrestled since he's got back. So he's probably still in the injured reserve. They just probably have him doing promos.
Well, didn't he's okay?
He had double shoulder surgery.
He wrestled Balor though.
Who?
And Balor.
Yeah, he did. Wrestled Finn Balor.
He hasn't wrestled since.
Yeah, but that still. Bob, but I'm waiting for you.
I know.
K.
I'm trying to figure out if this name's been taken
What
yet
was it?
or not.
I'm sorry.
S.
S.
You guys said Kevin Owens.
S. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to figure out the name I had in mind's been taken yet or not. That's why I'm debating it.
Well, ask.
Has Sami Zayn been said yet?
Has what?
Sami Zayn.
No, he has
No,
not
he
been
has
said.
not.
I'll take that one.
And to Ronnie.
That does me.
Sure. And to you then.
Neville.
You fucking prick.
L is set to Ronnie.
E.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Just had Samoa Joe following Dominic.
Interesting. E. Ronnie. Whenever you can.
Eddie Gilbert.
Okay.
T to merge.
T to merge. I know a K2. Next round, Aaron. If we can get through this game, next round. Okay. We're gonna try to do this stuff on a weekly basis because I know the shows have been god awful and just food is not a wrestler, Ronnie.
Hey. I could have put Iconics in there.
So wait, a letter goes to her? No, T to merge. Adams?
Yes, T.
Tonight, I take the fam to 2 for 4 treat night. You can add it to media Sunday for gifts going for just $4 after 8 p.m. with amazing new flavors and amazing coffee. Thank you. Happy tastes good. Nutrient certified for food from
I mean, I love food too, but not spicy food.
He keeps eating like that, he's gonna start growing outwards.
I'm one of those people that loves giant jalapenos on shit.
Yeah, Austin does like the pizza. He'll do it on cheesesteak subs. Got cold cuts.
He'll do what?
Jalapenos.
Ugh.
Banana peppers.
I ate a whole jalapeno once. I would never fucking do that ever again.
I like the jalapeno ranch. That stuff's good.
Oh, that stuff's amazing.
I like pepperoncinis, but I think they're called banana peppers sometimes.
Typhoon. Very good. I'll take that.
And
And
Sarah.
to Sarah.
I like banana peppers on like sandwiches and stuff.
That's where I like them too. I like them on subs.
I like the sweet peppers that Subway has.
Yeah, those are good.
I do that
They
with
come out
the
good.
mayo and some
Oh,
puts
go
it
ahead.
on the turkey sandwiches. Woo, that is some good shit right there.
They
Right?
kind of remind me of the sweet pickles.
I hate pickles.
Why Society Beef Stroganoff is not wrestler.
Big stroganoff. off. Making his way down the aisle, beef stroganoff.
He's a wrestler.
I'm being sarcastic when you guys are putting stuff in the
okay.
chat. I'm just
You're making
being
me hungry.
I'm just being funny.
Okay.
Ronnie, Swedish meatballs over egg noodles is not a wrestler.
I'm giving Bob suggestions for his.
Sarah gives up.
Sarah passes.
Oh.
So that's an end to me.
It's all right, Sarah. Good job. Nice run.
Yeah, did good, Sarah.
Good job, man.
Naomi.
Shut the fuck up. I to you, Bobbit.
Why to me, right? Oh, I. Okay, sorry.
Ryan Romano, we want picks, is not a wrestler.
I hope he's talking about food picks.
Seriously.
Okay. The Iron Sheik.
I'll take it just because the is not really, it's just
It's just a
I
moniker.
can't, it's a moniker. Well, it's not a moniker, it's a
It's
a
an
word,
enhancement
but
word.
I don't think it, I just, if you would have just said Iron Sheik, I would have taken it. You don't have to put the Iron Sheik on it.
So that means K to
Alright.
Trek.
Kevin Owens.
I said that earlier.
You're
Ah,
out.
yeah.
Trek is out. K to Ronnie. The one who won the last time we played this is out.
Kamala.
Very
Kamala
good.
the Uganda Giant. A
To merge.
to merge.
Good job, though, Trek.
Thank you.
Yeah, he won last time. Not a good job. He sucked. I'm just kidding. Ryan Romano, Food Picks is not a wrestler. Oh, and they put in there, I didn't even see it. I'm sorry.
I think that needs to become a shirt. Blank is not a wrestler.
Korean favors. This is whatever. I don't remember what the letter is.
A.
A
Yep.
She said Kamala.
AE.
to merge. A to at merge.
Next time we can make this really fun and just go off of wrestling moves. Not even wrestler names.
Could. Andrade Cien Almas. I'll take it. Now, do you want to go with his name that it is now, or do you want to go with Andrade Cien Almas? I'm going to let him respond before anybody says
It's
anything.
okay, because then otherwise it'll be either an E or an S to me.
So if you want it to be Andrade, or if you want it to be Andrade Cien Almas, either one works for me. I just want to make sure you want to do either or. Because he is known as Andrade now. He's not known as Andrade and Cien Almas anymore. At Y Society is not a wrestler.
He's a booker.
He's a
Oh,
booker.
he does a no?
He's the community booker.
I like her shoes.
At least I don't. Why did they make her come out looking like that?
That's what she quote unquote showed up to the arena as.
Yeah. Kid sister on the
That
way to
doesn't
dinner
answer
might
the
not be able
question.
That's fine. That's not my question, but do you want it to end with Andrade or do you want it to end with Almas? It's your decision. And if you have to bow out, just say I pass, and that's fine. I'm good with either or. But you will be allowed for sure to, if it goes into tomorrow, I'm going to allow Merch to come back and play.
That's fine.
Yay!
I love Nor Pasta Side Stairway Society. I can eat one whole thing for lunch by myself.
The fuck is she fighting against?
Jobber.
I know that, but she looks like she's.
Who in Samuel Jackson is that?
Hmm?
What she just said
What did she say?
in the Horny Goat chat.
Yeah, I saw this. It's funny.
Anybody surprised about that? I mean, honestly.
My favorite is the cheddar broccoli.
Do you want me to make a decision? I'm just gonna go with E.
E.
Mm-hmm.
Edge.
Okay. E2 fucking Bob it.
Okay. Edge.
I just said that.
Alright. I didn't know if that was taking it right. So, see.
Okay. E, Bob it. Hurry the fuck up. Okay,
Well, he
go.
said Edge, so.
Oh, yeah, you're done then.
He's
Oh, okay, so it's me.
Okay.
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Um,
And no hamburger helper is not a wrestler.
It should be.
Eric Young.
Fair enough. Merge.
G to merge.
G to U, and then and if you get in there merge and you have to tap out, you tap out. You just come back in tomorrow for
I
sure.
think this is maybe his last go.
Yes, that's what he told me. So.
Yeah, Ron. I might have to look into that.
Hamburger helper? Yes, it would. Just giant hand
Right.
floating down to the ring.
Oh
Fucking
no!
hilarious.
If you fucking Bob it, don't do that.
It gets mad, just flips the bird.
Well, for his mother, I can always say it's the son of Mae Young.
That's right, the hand.
The signature move is the mandible claw.
He's saying George the Animal Steel, and he's out.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with E.
Yep.
To you.
I know.
Oh, so it's just me and Heather now then.
You know.
She just scared the crap out of you.
You okay, baby girl?
Okay.
We just had a moment here. She is ill-responsive to it. Okay, it's just. See you tomorrow, Merch.
Have fun, Merch.
Wish
Night, Merch.
your niece happy birthday. Thanks for being here.
Kofi Kingston's constant shilling as WWE champion. Shilling of pancakes, shilling of merchandise, shilling of consumerism is a threat to our very existence. That is why I have no choice but to eliminate Kofi as a role model, not just for the future of the WWE, but for the future of humanity. Because Kofi Kingston, he's not a role model. Kofi Kingston is
There's Bryan. He was in there too. He just.
I don't think he wants to play us.
Oh, that's fine. Hurry it up.
Off.
Can you find Kofi Kingston crashed for the WWE title live later tonight? An unbelievable night here on Monday Night Raw. But for the age
Oh, the noodles aren't bad. I can't eat the chicken ones because they.
He ate too much of them.
forget the rules of engagement, forget the battle line, prepare for
Yeah,
It's time to
Eric Rowan.
fair enough. And Tarani.
Another N.
as they make their way to the ring, we'd like to invite all of you to be a part of the next NXT takeover. It comes live from Lesnar Bank Arena in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
So Triple H is not going to announce it.
Available this
Fair enough. I heard that he was going to come out and announce it.
There were speculations that he was going to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick Aldis.
That's to Heather.
Shayna Baszler.
R. Tarani.
Ricochet.
T to Heather.
Ted DiBiase.
E to Ronnie.
Oh, yeez. Enzo Amore.
Oh, you Jew suck.
Wow.
E to Heather.
I'll be right back.
No. Okay. I almost did it. Okay. We'll see you in a minute.
Eva Marie.
Oh, E.
You wanted to go with Enzo.
E.
I'm going to fire back with
To
Eva
go with
Marie.
the two of the most despised human beings in WWE history. E to Ronnie.
Oh. Epico.
What?
Epico.
Yep.
Is it just Epico or Epico Cologne?
You just go with Epico. I would.
Oh, that was Epico and Primo. Okay, but both their last names Cologne. No, I'll leave it at Epico.
That's my girl.
Okay.
Make it hard for her.
Oh.
That's just letting you know she's in trouble.
Ooh, those pizzas look pretty damn good.
Papa John's.
Especially that spicy buffalo chicken one. Oh,
I don't care about no spicy buffalo chicken. And it's not a wrestler.
Oh. Bruins are
it should be, damn it.
What's that, Ronnie? Sorry.
Bruins are up 3-0. 5 minutes left in the third.
Okay.
Oh, looks like Boston may take this.
Yeah. Straight on you, Ronnie.
No, it's me.
Oh. And it's an O to you.
Yes.
Sorry, Ronnie.
Oh, back to me.
No.
No.
Oh.
Heather's taking her sweet ass fucking time.
Oh, okay.
She needs to hurry the fuck up.
We still have another hour.
Oh, don't. I'm not going to sit here and wait. The Bucks won again today. They're up 3-1. Everybody's saying that the Bucks weren't going to figure out the Celtics. Something happened. I guess they figured them out. Holy fucking shit. What the fuck are these two doing? Okay, so this is my point with these guys. Heather, go ahead and keep thinking. This is my point with this. All right, you've got to remember you have two of the best tag teams in the world in this storyline. So it's not just Dash and Wilder being stuck in this storyline. It's also the Usos. But nobody seems to think about that at all.
Nope.
Because everybody's so stuck on what Dash and Wilder are doing. Dash and Dawson, or Wilder and Dawson. I get them too. Dash and Dawson. Fuck it. I don't fucking know who the fuck they are. I know who they are. It's just, you get my point. You know what I'm talking about.
Was Ortega Perez a wrestler?
Trek took it off. I got it because I don't want people saying.
I really wasn't doing much of anything.
Is that your? Before I do this, is that your final
That
answer?
is my. That for some reason that name is sticking out in my head. Yes. I don't know why. It could be.
Give me a second. I don't think it's gonna happen.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
No, I know. I just.
Thank you, Sarah.
You said Ortega Perez, correct?
Yes.
I don't believe so, Heather.
Okay. Ronnie wins this one. If she can come up with an O, right?
Wait. Oh. No. I can't do it. Ronnie, O to you. If you get it, you win. If not, continue.
One man gang.
And there we have it.
Isn't that Akeem, the one man game?
Nope, it's one man gang. That was one of his gimmicks. He became Akeem. Are you? What are you gonna dispute it now? You can sleep on the fucking couch. Kidding.
Yeah, because I was sitting here racking my brain, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know an O if I have to come back to me.
No, you're good. One man gang is.
Okay.
I would like to go back to the video replay.
I'm sorry.
I like to go back to the video replay. I think Ronnie might have stepped out of line just a little bit.
I stepped out of line.
Now, does it really matter what their names are? They just beat the tag team champions. Made them look dominant.
And they still are tag team champions on NXT at the moment.
Yes. We're doing good, Gina. Thanks for asking. So we will play another game tomorrow for sure. We might play a different game and come up with something, and maybe we'll have more people join in on the game, and it'll be a good time. Or just to pass the time. As you can see, the time has kind of passed along pretty good. We've been playing this game for what, about an hour now? That was fun. We haven't done that in a while.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the first time I've done something like that.
We're gonna do stuff like that from now on here.
That's what it was. Ortega Peru from Mr. Magoo. That's why it was in my head.
That's fine. It's fine. Just so you know.
Yeah.
So we'll probably come up with something different tomorrow. Think of ideas.
I made the suggestion of doing wrestling moves instead of names.
We could, but we could. We don't always
we'll
have
talk about it.
we don't always have to play the name game, but we could.
We can play the penis game.
No,
No,
we
we
don't.
can't. Not
No, we
live on
can't.
air.
Not live on air.
No. This is PG. You just
That's
shout
all.
penis as loud as you can.
That's okay. We can come up. We can come. We'll play it again, I'm sure. I remember we played this on what was it? We did a show on Fridays, and I can't remember what it was.
It was just a game show that they did.
Was it? It was just
It was
trivia.
supposed to be like a trivia night.
And that's how Trek got on my show. If y'all don't know, I asked, wanted to do the name game and all that shit, and was it you and Cody?
Yep.
Yeah, we were us too.
It was supposed to be a one-time thing, but then I added Trek, and
That's
went
him.
from there.
Wait, I thought it was because you left out a Little Caesar's pizza.
It has nothing to do with nothing to do with Little Caesar pizza.
Eh.
We got the hiccups again. We got the hiccups.
Like I said, we'll play again, man. I wouldn't so much worry about. We'll do it again. We'll play another game like that tomorrow. We'll come up with ideas. I don't have time to come up with ideas because I'm working.
We'll talk about it in the chat.
I mean, I'll think about stuff, but
Like I said,
just
we'll talk it over in the chat.
send me your ideas.
Yep.
DM me your ideas. I'll take them.
Come on, come on.
That in my fucking bottle. Fucking head, man. God damn. Jesus Christ. Ridiculous, man.
Oh, God.
What?
This.
Well, at least it's not the same fucking thing every time.
Yes, you did. Oh, he's putting his.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Hold on.
Well, okay then. More people are looking at their phones rather than watching.
I know.
Exactly, Tony. Oh boy, Bobbit.
Them kids feel like I do right now. No, I don't think it is. It's not against the law as long as it's in doses. I think. I don't know.
Against Corbin and Lashley. And as it looked like Rollins was closing in on the win, AJ Styles did this.
If she's having trouble sleeping, you can
But the question is,
give her something. Is it illegal to give yourself Tylenol PM? Just saying. No, those kids don't look terrified. They look like zombies. Like they're being forced to sit there. See, this is what I'm talking about with the Bray Wyatt thing. I think it's ultimately him just going to be the same person that he was. I don't know, man.
AJ Styles. It doesn't matter whether that forearm is an accident, whether you did it on purpose. You made your point. Perfectly clear when you walked away.
Thank God you did not see that second.
Straight week.
Oh, it was bad.
Next time you walk away from me, look me in two black eyes and a broken face.
Really?
Mm.
Hiccups, hiccups, hiccups.
Now all of a sudden the crowd doesn't like Roman Reigns.
She's a little young for that, Ryan. Otherwise, I would give her melatonin too.
Melatonin? Melatonin egg but it's expensive.
It is, but it works.
I agree with you, Tony. I put that under the what the fuck category as well. I really do.
What do you call this?
After this goes to a commercial, I want to get everybody's thoughts about what they've seen. I don't know where they're going. I mean, I know ultimately where they're going with Bray Wyatt, but why are they taking so long to get there? Just get there, because these segments are not. They're not something that I really care to watch. It's dragging out the inevitable. What's your problem? No, and you're right. You're right, Tony, and I can agree with you 100% on that. That the crowd doesn't even know. The fans don't even know what they want nowadays. To be honest with you, they say they know, but they don't know. I mean, shit, I don't even know what I'm watching right now. I mean, I know what I would like to see, but I'm never gonna get it.
Nope.
Because they don't cater to what I want.
The hell, they don't even cater to what I want. Thank you, baby girl.
I can tell you that pretty much those kids that were sitting there were parents of kids, or kids of parents that work for the company.
Or child actors.
Yes. I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say it, and I'll continue to say it. The fans should want good wrestling and good storylines. They shouldn't worry about who gets what push. Because not every fan, if somebody gets a push, somebody's going to be butthurt about it. It's you can't avoid it. At least, especially today. I remember when I was watching this stuff, yes, Stone Cold Steve Austin was my guy. But did I want Stone Cold Steve Austin to always hold the title? No. Because then it would have got boring, and still, you can only do so much with a a wrestler. You really can. Back in the early days, like Bruno Sammartino, they didn't do storylines and such. I mean, they did, but it wasn't like it is today. It was wrestling. It was not
Ballet.
story-driven entertainment. The entertainment was what happened inside of the ring. It was wrestling or wrestling. And I know WWE is not a wrestling company. They're a sports entertainment company. And that title essentially is given to them so that they don't have to pay some of the fees and licenses to have to sanction shit. That's why they do what they do.
Using mommy
So that's why they call themselves sports entertainment. No, I know what you mean, man. I don't know whether I don't know who I'm a wrestling fan. I cheer good wrestling and good storyline. I don't cheer one certain wrestler over another. If a baby face if I don't like a baby face, I don't like a baby face. I might like the heel over the baby face. Like Triple H, I loved his shit during fucking the Attitude Era. I loved his shit when his in the Ruthless Aggression Era. In fact, everybody says John Cena was the face of the company. Actually, I think Triple H was at the time. John Cena only took over later in the in the 2000s. So I get what people are saying, but I disagree with it. I think Triple H was the face of the company, and he did a fantastic job. He could have carried the company for years.
You're trying to eat my necklace. Yes, I see you're trying to eat my necklace.
I wouldn't say they're underrated. I think you're trying to say underappreciated, and that I can agree with. The good talent is underappreciated.
Good night, Ryan.
Night, Ryan. I'll talk to you later, man. So, yeah, that's ultimately what I see. You know, and that's again, that's just me.
Pick him. Pick him up.
Have a good night, Wise Society. Thanks for being here. You're gonna go take a nap.
Well, it's time for you to go to bed too. Yes, little girl.
But again, if you were watching the show, it's not a guarantee that he's going to AEW, Tony.
There's also rumors of him going to Impact.
There's rumors. He has not said anything about where he is signing. So don't assume. Don't assume where he's going.
And it's not Ambrose anymore. He's back to Jon Moxley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I totally agree. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to sit here and wonder where he goes or where he doesn't go. If he goes to AEW, he goes to AEW.
All right.
Fine, whatever. I don't know what kind of wrestler Jon Moxley was. I'm not into that hardcore stuff, so I don't know if I'll be a fan of him. And that's honestly me. I'm just not. It's not my cup of tea. I like what Drew McIntyre is doing right now. Not just the armbar, but he's beating the hell out of people. That's what I like. Because wrestling, this kind of wrestling is a struggle between two guys or two people, two or more people.
attack.
I don't know if I'd call him. He's the Scottish psychopath. Is that what he's called? Scottish psychopath.
Yes.
I wouldn't say
Yep.
he's a serial killer,
Nope.
but if you look at Jay White, his gimmick is a serial killer gimmick. That's why he's got a finishing move called the Switchblade.
Yep.
I like him being a badass motherfucker. That's what Drew McIntyre is and should be. Yes, thank you. Even Macho Man, even Scott Hall, Macho Man. I know a lot of people give Scott Steiner shit. He worked his ass off, even though he couldn't fucking do math. But never. You gotta remember that was a promo. That wasn't him actually doing math. It was funny as hell, but it's 33 to third.
Carry the one.
Carry the one, and then you get 25%. Now, how in the fuck did you do that? It's called calculus. Mike. I'm just kidding.
See, that's why you don't cross the streams, guys. That's not good. They get Steiner math.
Yeah, Scott Hall's a really good guy. It's too bad that he got caught up into all his shit when he was. If everybody talks about a guy that has never won a title and deserved to win one, he is that guy. He deserved to be a world champion at some point, and I get it. He never was. He got his title opportunities, but he never won one.
If you want to see a really good match where Scott was going for a title, you could watch him versus Bret Hart. That was a very good match.
It was all right. I watched that pay-per-view. It was decent, but it isn't something that I'm going to say was great. It was decent. But honestly, anything with Scott Hall is good. Scott Hall is a great worker. Bret Hart is Bret Hart. I'm not a big-time fan of Bret Hart, but I'm not going to shit on him because fuck, he's a 5-time world champion. I ain't gonna shit on somebody that was a 5-time world champion. I wouldn't say that he was boring, but I just didn't see his charisma. You know, he's a great champion, but his charisma just was like he was. Everybody always talks about him being monotone and such. That guy was. He never changed his tone. It was. Yeah, Bret Hart. Or this match is. I feel bad with both of these guys. They're both great in-ring competitors. But with all the big push and such, I just don't care about. Because I think they're going to do exactly what they've been doing with Roman Reigns. Or they had done. They're pushing Roman Reigns again. Is Roman Reigns on Raw? I don't know. And nobody's asked me that. I don't know what they are doing. I think he's going back to SmackDown. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, chair shots. I'll put it to you like this. Here's why I don't like some of that stuff, and I use Bruce Pritchard as a reference for this because I'm not the only one that thinks like this.
Right.
Bruce Pritchard has said, and he was a producer during the Attitude Era, he did not like the hardcore matches because the hardcore matches, you have Stone Cold Steve Austin as your top guy, and you're having him in matches where a Stone Cold Stunner or whatever is the finisher. But then you have Bob Holly and Al Snow and Mick Foley and Crash Holly and all those guys involved in what? Involved in hardcore matches where they do chair shots and they no sell them. They get hit with the chair, but then they get right up. How is that working? How is that making wrestling that we're seeing today legitimate? If you're gonna no sell a chair shot, where can you go from that?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, now that being said, a chair shot should end a match, like WrestleMania 18 or is it 17 with Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. I mean, he kicked out of how many times he got hit with the chair? It's exactly what I'm talking about. He's getting hit with the chair. That should end the match. You take one chair shot or two chair shots, that should end the match. But that's just me. That's why I don't care for the hardcore stuff. The no selling all of the back flips. Like nobody. Who was it that kicked out of the 630 splash from Ricochet?
Huh?
Didn't somebody kick out his 630 splash from Ricochet?
Yes, but he didn't get the whole thing on. That's why.
It don't matter. That's why I don't like the flippy stuff like that. The 630 splash, that should end the match. A DDT should end the match. That is Let me DDT you and see if you get up right away. You aren't. You're down. So that's my feeling. I get The Rock AA isn't that devastating. It's just a fireman's carry suplex. But I'm not gonna. It worked. But once you kick out of it, and then you've got it, where are you gonna go from there? Well, let's take it up to the second rope and call it a super AA. Well, what if somebody kicks out of the super AA, which Roman Reigns has? You gonna go to the top rope and go super duper AA? No, we're gonna create a what is the sixth move of doom? What did he call that? Is that what he called it? The sixth move of doom?
Yeah.
The punch to the face?
Yep.
Or the lightning fist.
Or the lightning fist where he's fucking doing all this fucking weed wacky shit with his hands and then punches the guy and the guy just fucking takes a bump? Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. And I hope everybody understands where I'm coming from on that. I know you guys do because we've talked about it before, but a lot of people are probably wondering why I don't like hardcore wrestling or lucha stuff. That's why. I am honestly with Bruce Pritchard on that. He'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about. And my sentiments exactly. And I've said that even before I started watching him and Conrad.
And I mean, there's ways to do good hardcore wrestling without baseball bats and 10 million chair
But you
shots to
don't
the head
you
and stuff
don't
like that.
need.
But
But see,
that's
here's the
great
thing
too.
with hardcore matches. It can be a hardcore match, but
Mm-hmm.
beating the hell out of each other is hardcore. The finish to the match should be the baseball bat, the fucking chair shot, the table. You don't need it all the way throughout the match because you're no selling that move or that whatever you want to call it.
Exactly.
But he can't cover.
But it just feels like that they, when they went to Hardcore Championship, I liked when they did some of the stuff they did, but it felt like that a million times just went for, trash can lids to the head and all sorts of shit. It's like, it felt like they lost their way. It was a cool idea to do the Hardcore Championship, but that just degraded to kind of just,
So right now we have Shane McMahon beating the hell out of, and Elias beating the hell out of Roman Reigns. So I don't know why they're involving Roman Reigns or Shane McMahon in 2 matches. If they're gonna have him do 2 matches, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I think honestly, I think that they're just doing the 1 match. I don't think Drew McIntyre he's in the Money in the Bank match. This is just.
Yep. Yeah, the I Quit matches were pretty vicious, Tony. I agree. Some of those were really bad. And not bad like quality wise, just bad like
I
graphic.
Quit matches. But they have to. It has to work. I mean, you have to literally, or the 10 count matches, the last man standing matches,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a matter.
When the show's over. We have a certain answer. That's all.
It's fine.
Just so you know.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see a lot of that stuff.
Dude, I think the worst one was the I Quit match with Foley and The Rock. That's still hard to watch. I can't even watch half that match.
He oversold it too much, Tony.
Yes.
Just gonna say that, to be honest with you. I did not like the way he sold that. Let me see. Let me see.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I know what you mean about the DDT and stuff. We talked about this before and how, back when it was Jake Roberts, he used the DDT someone, it was devastating. They weren't getting up from that. Nowadays, it's like, you DDT someone, they kick out at one.
Yeah, I agree on Alpha. I agree that getting speared into the flaming table, that was bad. Being thrown off the top of the Hell in a Cell, that was bad.
Chair shots to the head by the Rock were bad.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I remember those chair shots that Rock gave Mankind.
Yeah.
Foley. I mean, how, especially with his wife and kids in the audience, how vicious they were.
Well, you want vicious? Look at fucking the chair shots that Mick Foley took from Terry Funk.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
Terry Funk
those
took
two.
in turn. They just stood there and whacked each other in the head.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that infamous Hell in the Cell match with him and Undertaker and everything he did in that. And what was it, Edge and Christian always doing the concertos?
Oh. Yeah, but the thing with that is that I think Bruce Pritchard said whenever they got to do concerto, they asked the guys if they could do it, and they said they could opt out and stuff like that. So it's like nobody really got hurt from doing the concerto because they were that safe.
No, it was more when they took the shots to the head and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check something real quick. Come on.
Ooh, and he's another.
Yeah.
Just one. That's all you need. It's just one.
He's looking at a certain spot.
Mm-hmm.
The Undertaker, in my opinion, dealt with the most out. It's because it's the Undertaker, and he said do it. Undertaker was one of those guys where he I'm pretty sure he said don't hold anything back. In fact, Vince McMahon says as much when he would not do anything or he would not expect his wrestlers to do anything that he wouldn't do.
Right.
So, and I think that's where the Undertaker's mentality was. You go all out with me or don't. If you're not going to go all out, then don't. I don't want to be involved with you, if that makes sense. So, yeah.
Wasn't there a match for, like, I can't remember who it was with, but Vince is like, if you don't do this as hard as you can, don't be back there when I get back there, said that because he was going to ream them a new asshole.
I don't know. I just heard many of the superstars say that, and Bruce Pritchard saying that if he wouldn't Vince McMahon would not do anything that he did not expect. If he did it, he would. How do I say it? Like the WrestleMania 12 thing, I think, or 11, 12 thing with Shawn Michaels and the zip line.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon did it before Shawn Michaels did. And then Shawn Michaels did it. Vince would not let his wrestlers do anything that he would not do.
Like when he fought Austin in the cage.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was all to tell the story, which isn't the last time that they told a really good long-term story.
Hmm. It's funny because I think Bruce Pritchard said that that was the last time they used the big blue cage because
Yep.
Vince said, "Yeah, that hurts. We're not doing that again."
Yeah. When Vince started going to the ring, that's when they changed the look of the ring.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
Taking out the trash. This is crazy.
I remember that too, Aaron.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. We
I
crushed the ankle.
I don't remember that. Not gonna lie.
The ankle thing.
No, you don't get that far. Not yet.
You want to take over for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that when they crushed his ankle. That was holy shit. That was in Detroit. That was the Joe Louis Arena. It's when Austin came through with the Zamboni.
Here's the fire here.
Oh no. Itching powder or some sort of warming powder with.
Lucy, like icy hot.
Yeah.
More
He
wind.
kissed his hand. What? Oh.
Sounds like you're opening ho-hos.
Yes, it was Tony. It saved some of the show at least. Not much of it though.
Thanks, Tony. I had to find a charger for my phone. I apologize. I mean, it's funny, but it's not that funny.
No, I'm just having the thought that somebody's gonna do like a compilation video of him scooting his butt along the thing with the theme song.
No. That front row is so bored. And of course, he's going up against Lars. What?
So fucking confusing. This is just confusing people. This is enhancement talent, everybody.
Whoa! What are you doing? What are you doing? Took out like 8 men in 2 seconds.
It is what it is. It is what it is. That was. Where's Where's the Jason hockey mask for Lars?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know, man. Good question. It's a good question.
Well, didn't they have a character at one point? The guy wasn't he, was the goalie?
Oh, the Goon.
The goon, that's it.
Yeah, the goon.
Yeah, but it wasn't. He was just a hockey player. I don't think he was a goalie, was he?
No, you're just supposed to be like a hockey player spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go see.
Wendy.
Let's go see if you peed. Let's see if you peed.
Tonight here on Monday Night Raw, a WrestleMania rematch. Kofi Kingston defends the WWE title versus Daniel Bryan. Live next.
So you all tell me what you think. Do you think they're gonna take the title off of Daniel Bryan, or off of Kofi Kingston?
I think they are.
You
I think he got over with the WrestleMania. They gave him the fans what they wanted, and I think the same thing's going to happen with Becky when she has her matches. The fans got what they wanted. Look, she's had a shitty reign. She's going to lose one of them, or if not both of them.
Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna disagree with you. I'm really not. I honestly think same thing. Um, but I will say this: if he does win it back, I am saying it right now. All of that crap about him not wanting to go to Saudi Arabia because of his vegan whatever it is, I'm gonna call bullshit on it. Where is that philosophy now? It goes right out the window with what everybody's saying or has said. Just talking about Daniel Bryan if he wins the title back and holds it past through Saudi Arabia or whatever.
Yeah.
Now he could win it back, and they may not have him booked to wrestle in Saudi Arabia, but who knows? I don't know. That could be what they do, but I don't know.
I think Kevin Owens is gonna spoil it.
Could be. That could, very, very, very easily could be what happens. I could see that. Why do you do that?
She's being cute.
No, that's not cute. That's just fucking annoying.
You and me both, Tony.
What's that?
Get a workout schedule going.
Oh, well, you know.
I know. We'll get it figured out. Are you not hungry? You just want to sit here and talk? You hungry? Those always suck, Tony. Hope she goes through them quick.
What's that?
It's gotta get her shot.
If you hear loud beeping, I'm charging my laptop. Battery is going down.
Why did you matter here?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for a WWE Championship match. The first true WWE title event for nearly 3 years on Monday Night Raw.
That tells you a lot right there.
Kofi Kingston, all smiles and laughs, and the question is, will his magical ride continue here tonight? The 11-year journey culminating in WrestleMania with Kofi Kingston's first WWE Championship. So Daniel Bryan, what do you feel the behavior of Kofi Kingston is unbecoming of the WWE? Here's the deal. If Kofi Kingston survives tonight, then he will go out to Money in the Bank pay-per-view that's streaming live on the WWE Network in 2 weeks to defend his WWE Championship against Kevin Owens. That is a big if, Cole, and I'll tell you why. If Kofi Kingston is spoken for absolutely anything other than Daniel Bryan, he is not leaving Cincinnati with the WWE Championship. That means Kofi can't think about telling
The fuck?
Austin's on with a friend of his on Xbox.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Austin's on with a friend of his on Xbox.
Oh.
searching for answers to what happened to him at WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston tonight for the WWE Championship as we prepare to bring Monday Night Raw to London, England, at the world famous O2 Arena next week. Daniel Bryan spending a month in solitude and meditation. Thanks for an incredibly dangerous Daniel Bryan. Always an unbelievable in-ring technician. Always mentally as tough as they come. But a crystal clear Daniel Bryan could be the best Daniel Bryan. Contest scheduled for one fall is for the WWE Championship. Introducing the challenger from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, the new Daniel Bryan.
How is this a new Daniel Bryan? I don't like it so dumb. It's Daniel Bryan. Just Daniel Bryan works for me. You don't need to.
Yeah.
But whatever. What's in the name, right?
So here we go for the WWE Championship. Kofi
They lengthened his name and shortened everybody else's.
Pretty much.
rematch.
Shoutouts that wild card rule.
WWE Universe here in Cincinnati, certainly behind it. But it's become a common occurrence. That said, Daniel Bryan possesses the ability to tune the crowd out completely. And Daniel Bryan striking first and striking quickly against the champion. Daniel Bryan right to the face of Kofi Kingston. And a strong second drop kick right to the
I don't mind why they shorten their names. I'm on the spectrum of it. Whatever, it is what it is. You know them as who they are, so why worry about what their fucking name is? The same with the fucking War Raiders. Ultimately, what's in a fucking name? Can they wrestle? That's all I care about.
I honestly thought that was a troll job. It was just like every week they were going to come out with something different because it was just like they came out one week and then they came out another week and it was just like, oh my gosh.
And that is true. They do go to commercials way too fast. Sad.
I miss when they would go to commercials before the match started and say, "We've taken our last commercial break. We'll be with this match for the duration."
Oh, there's John Wick.
Yep. Oh.
Trek, were you still busy this weekend with the Avengers and that?
Oh yeah.
They're trying to get it to beat Avatar.
That's a good shot. That beat out Titanic. Thank goodness.
I know.
I actually, not gonna lie to you, I did not mind Titanic. I liked the story. I didn't like how they told it. I didn't like the. I like the story of the Titanic. I didn't like the fucking Rose and Jack thing.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that before people fucking lose their shit. I'm not trying to say that fucking that was a great love story because it would.
It was a tragic love story, like
That,
Romeo and
but
Juliet.
it had nothing to do with
The boat.
the real thing.
So,
It wasn't a real story. I think it was based on a. It might have been based on a true story or an actual whatever.
well, it was similar to like the Romeo and Juliet, where
Kind of.
yeah, you had the love story built in with the tragedy.
Yeah. How many fucking commercials? All right, I'm gonna count how many commercials we're gonna go to.
Gotta get that sponsor money.
Right?
Grandma.
Ad revenue.
Well, especially because they don't have the overrun to cash in on anymore.
Yep.
Right.
Kind of wonder with like how they do like the Super Bowl, with trying to get a commercial 60 spot ad, what it runs to be on WWE here.
Mm-hmm.
Kofi Kingston, however, even though he won the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, has not changed his game plan. He still has this incredible work ethic. As he puts into the corner by Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston will not ever
Surprised we haven't seen Rowan yet.
Say it again, Truck.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Rowan yet.
It's a good point. Isn't he hurt? Couldn't he get hurt again?
Not that I've heard of. He was subbing for Daniel Bryan the time he was out at live events, but they didn't say he was hurt.
Okay.
It could be they're weaning him away and giving Daniel, if he's going to run with the title without him, and then if they're looking with Harper, at Rowan,
Right.
that could be an option
could be.
too.
Nice. Tony, nice, nice. Bobbit, what you doing, man? You awake? Good talk. And they went to a commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
About what? I mute the commercials too, man. Like I mute fucking half the fucking show, to be honest with you. Not gonna lie.
You know, we got end of the first, Sharks and Avalanche, no score.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
I have pee.
Boy, that was a long pee.
I was gonna say, geez, Bobbit.
You haven't said anything for like an hour and a half.
World record right there.
Would you go smoke some dope?
No. Dealing with a damn head cold.
Yeah.
Those suck.
Yeah. Wowie, zowie.
Don't say that. And it's yowie wowie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me.
No, you're good. Jason Momoa.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be in a pretty good mood tonight.
Yeah. She is, but she
She needs to go to bed.
does.
Alright, you about ready for bed there, kid?
But I will say this: if they do have Kofi Kingston win the title, then he's going to get a little bit of it. He won't beat Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens will beat him. He's getting in at least. Isn't this like his first title defense, though?
His first true one, yeah, because they had the one after WrestleMania of him versus Rollins, but that got ruined.
Oh, it was that. Okay.
Title versus title.
Kofi Kingston has nowhere to go. Oh my God.
Ow. Ow.
Nope, he's getting out of it. He's trying to. Nope, right back into it.
And the fucking ref got in the way.
Interesting. Wendy. Shh. Hello, Enoch. And I'm not sure if I know I'm spelling your name correctly. Thanks for being here. How's it going? Got about 3 minutes left in the show.
As you can tell, it's just been rip roaring of a show.
It hasn't been that bad. I mean, the wrestling's been decent. I'm a little confused as to what they're doing,
Yeah, storytelling wise, yes.
but it hasn't been too bad. I'm not gonna. And there's Bobbit snoring.
No, I'm not snoring. Seriously.
It's fine, Bobbit. I'm just giving you a hard time. It's
I
alright.
know. I'm just saying. My breathing pattern is weird.
It's because right now you have a head cold, and I understand that. It's fine. Just stop snorting coke. I'm kidding.
I don't wanna.
Well, yeah, that's about you.
Oh, man. Oh.
They gotta go home. They got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
This kid will grab anything and start chewing on it. Like she's chewing on her dress.
This is what they did at WrestleMania.
It's the exact same spot. Yep. And that's the end of the match.
So he's gonna get a little bit of a run.
He's going to get a little bit of a run, but ultimately, I think he's losing it to Kofi Kingston. Which
You mean
is
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens. Kofi Kingston's going to be Kofi Kingston at Money in the Bank. Sorry. Kofi
I agree with that,
Kingston
Captain.
is. I think he's going to lose it to Kevin Owens at Money in the Bank. But, hey. They did not do what I thought they might do, which I'm okay with. I did not want it to happen.
Not on Raw anyway.
Yeah, not at all. I didn't want Daniel Bryan getting a title back. Sorry, I know there's a lot of Daniel Bryan fans out there, but I did not want him to win the title back. All right, Brian, have a good night, man. Thanks for being here. I don't have much to add to the show. I'm gonna give final thoughts. Congratulations to Ronnie for winning the name game.
Yay!
We'll play another game tomorrow night. For all those that want to come and watch us, for all of you that are going to watch us afterwards, don't be afraid to come on over and enjoy the show. We're going to be playing probably a name game, probably wrestling moves or finishers, whatever they want to do. I'm going to let the cast decide what they want to do. And we'll sit here and watch Raw, and we'll decide what's going on. It's an all right show. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. It was still shit. But it was better than last week.
Yes.
Way better than last week. But is that still good enough? No. They still need to. And two, they fired a writer, so their head writer. So I don't know what they're doing. Why would you fire? He must have done something to get fired 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours before, whenever the day of the show. He must have done something to get fired.
A friend of mine sent me a link.
Okay. Well, we'll read into it and we'll find out what happened. I don't know how reliable of a source it is, and I'm not going to sit here and speculate. I don't know who, what, where, when, how, why. We just know that he got fired. Usually WWE doesn't tell you why they got fired. We can sit here and speculate. It's for us to sit here and talk about. I don't care for it, but whatever. I'm not going to sit here and ponder on it. But he had to have done something to get fired right before the show. That being said, Trek, what did you think?
I thought it was decent. I like that the Kofi, I almost said Kevin Owens, Kofi Daniel Bryan match was a clean pin instead of some interference, because I thought it was gonna be Kevin Owens running in to interfere to stop it from happening, and it would have made
Okay. I thought Kevin Owens would interfere,
but they did. The Lars thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
I thought you were done. Go ahead, finish talking.
the Lars thing I felt just was unnecessary. I get that, we're trying to get him over as a monster, but then like he walks into Vince's office, just like stares at him, breathes heavy, and walks out. I'm like, okay, it felt like they just need to kill some time, and if you gotta do that, just keep on SmackDown.
Pretty much, yeah.
I have no. I see what they're doing with him, but I don't care. I ultimately don't give a shit what they do with. I'm not a fan of Lars Sullivan. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about it like it's the greatest thing since Wonder Bread, because Lars Sullivan, I'm not into him at all. Bobbitt.
This show is so good, it gets 3 snores out of 10.
Awesome. Nothing to add, just 3 snores out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ronnie.
Yeah, with the way the show started out tonight, I mean, there was utter chaos. They were pulling at things to put on here tonight. I didn't see the actual Bray Wyatt thing. I actually stepped away, but I can just imagine.
It was different, and yet it was different. I'll tell you, if it was different, and the kids did not want. It looked like they did not want to be there, or
Yeah, that's what I was
it's
reading.
ultimately going where I said it was going, and I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, so that doesn't look like it's going anywhere. And of course, we got 2 weeks to Money in the Bank, so.
They gave us one qualifying match. Essentially, they did shit backwards. That's all I can tell you. Heather?
Yep, they kept everybody the same.
Yeah. Heather?
It was almost painful to watch today.
Yeah. It wasn't painful for me to watch, but I get it was. It didn't elicit a reaction out of me, which that's what this show is based on. Our live reactions and such, or I don't know what we fucking do here. We try to give a live reaction, but if WWE isn't eliciting a response from me and I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing, I'm doing a disservice to all of you. I'm doing a disservice to everybody on the show, because the show is based on our reactions. You're getting my reaction as, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm confused as to why all of a sudden they decided to have stars go back and forth. Are they ending the brand split, or are they not? I hope they are, because it needs to go away. And if they do, they need to get rid of some of their fucking talent. They have too much talent on one fucking roster for this to work. So we'll see what they do. I'm not going to sit here and speculate. It is late for me. I got to work tomorrow. So I'm going to end the stream here. I want to thank everybody for being here that was here. Y'all have a great night, and we will talk to you tomorrow night when we do SmackDown live reaction and play video games. Well, not video games. Play games or whatever we're gonna fucking fuck. I might play fucking solitaire tomorrow night. Who knows?
We could do charades.